everybody, how is everybody doing today? So today is it's really nice outside. It's not completely warm. I think we're on about 30, 25 degrees, something like that. Anyways, I thought I would do some vlogging. I did some vlogging last year. I'll explain what the banging is in a minute. I did some vlogging last year and haven't done any since. So I thought, why not? I'm out in the garden, why not vlog what I'm doing? So for the past couple of days, as you all know, we're under lockdown here in the UK, and I know you guys are under lockdown overseas at the minute. So for the past, I want to say 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, I've taken the decision to plant my own vegetables. I did it once and we had phenomenal results. Our veg came out really big. First I was going to do it so that they were in raised beds. I'm going to do it in raised beds, but not completely. And then I thought about, because the last time we did it a few years ago and planted them in the ground, and we had quite a really big nice result. So what I thought to do is I'm making it's Mum's birthday on Thursday, and I'm making little gifts from the garden. So if you haven't got a garden and you go out for your daily walk, you can easily pick up the things that I'm going to make gifts with and craft along with me. It's something different. It's given me lots of inspiration at the minute being out the garden, and I haven't got much inspiration indoors at the minute. I'm not really in my craft room much, because I'm not going out. For me, I've got to see things to be inspired, and I'm not being inspired by anything because of course I'm not going anywhere. Usually I like to see things in shop windows or cafes or pubs or something, and it'll switch up a spark and then I'll get inspired. So this has been 3 weeks in the making. I haven't got a massive garden. I have got a garden. It is accessible for my wheelchair. I am fortunate enough that I have got a ramp at the back and that I'm able to get to the garden. So Chris has got a shed that I'm sitting in filming from him, and he's been using it to store his tools in. He was using it to make things in, but he hasn't been using it, I don't want to say about 4 years. So what I did is I took the decision to paint my shed. I'll add some pictures in somewhere along here for you guys to see at the end, and what the shed looks like on the outside. So I have been planting my own vegetables. I've had some phenomenal results. I've been planting cucumbers, which I've got such a story to tell you there, lettuce, beetroot, cabbage, herbs, and yesterday I grew tomatoes. So these are my cakes, or some of. As you can see, they are in a plastic container, so everything I'm using, it's either biodegradable, that it'll eventually biodegrade and go into the soil, or it's friendly enough to use in part of my planting. So this is a packaging from mushrooms. When you buy mushrooms, this is the packaging from there, and then inside are one of these egg cartons. I've literally taken the lid off and I've used the bottom to plant my cakes. Now there's 6 in here, but there's another tray indoors. I kind of didn't realise how well the result would be, and I've ended up planting 19 cucumbers. So if we go hungry, we'll be going hungry for cucumbers. 19 are planted. Anyways, so I thought what I'm doing is, they are about a week and a half old. They're not, well, a week and 2 days. They're not old at all. And what I've been doing is, like I said, I've only ever done it once, and I cannot even remember how we started. I think I just put seeds in the ground and just let it grow. I can't remember me bringing the seeds indoors for some time to grow before going out. So these were what I'd been doing every day for an hour each day. Is I'd bring them outside and I'd plant, and I just pop them on the out kitchen windowsill outside, and I just leave them for an hour and then bring them back in. So like I say, these are a week and a half old, and I'm trying to get them used to the outdoors. This one is whimpering a bit. It probably needs going back in. But what I've been doing is I've also been keeping some in an incubator. Now what an incubator is, it's basically a plastic bed that the bottom of the bed is heated, and then you put like little, they're probably smaller than these, and then little tubs, 4 I'm able to keep in the incubator at one point, and 4 of different things. So I've got cabbage, beetroot, sweet peppers started growing, and cucumbers. So these were the ones that I separated yesterday, because I planted 2 cucumbers in one sort of seed tray. Now the seed trays I'm on about are these. They're not that big. They're probably about 1.5 inches big, which for cucumbers they need a little bit more room. And I knew if I didn't separate them, they were gonna potentially die. So I know it's probably too early to separate things like that, but I really wanted to have the best results. Now I don't know whether I'm doing everything right or whether I'm doing everything wrong. The other thing I wanted to quickly show you before I take these indoors are my herbs. So I've used everything basically, so sandwich boxes, recycled plastics, everything that I can think of I've used. So these come in little containers like these, and then once they're ready you take the sellotape off. I probably run my knife down there the one side, and then it's able to be separated and put into a plant pot. So I cannot tell you which is which. It's going to be a guessing game when they grow. This was a little kit that I bought from Amazon. So you had mint, thyme, basil, rosemary, and something else I can't quite remember, but mint and basil didn't come in the set. It was a beautiful set. It was cardboard, and then you had like a little plastic tray. For me, the plastic tray, the cardboard got wet and then it all sort of sank on each other, so that's why they're in here. For each of them there's no water inside each of them. Now the soil is quite moist. I'm going to be planting parsnips today, so I'll show you how I'm going to put my soil together, and yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. So I'm going to take these indoors, and I'm going to take you guys with me to show you exactly where they are kept and how I'm keeping them, because there is a particular way on how I'm keeping them, and they are kept indoors because of they need the sunlight and they need the warmth because they're still quite young, and then on 3 weeks I think cucumber, I'm able to plant them outside. So let me take you indoors and see how I'm planting the cucumbers and all my vegetables. Okay, so we're indoors. So these are my tomatoes. They got planted yesterday from a tomato. I'll explain how to do that in a different video, but the tomato seeds are really small, and you can do it. Just make sure that you have organic tomatoes. They're the cucumbers that I've just brought in. I'll explain what the foil does in a minute because I've got some there to show you. Over here we have some more cucs. If you notice, they're leaning this way because I've just turned it round. They lean towards the light. So because I haven't got much light really on the kitchen windowsill, I tend to turn the pots and put the foil on, which I'll explain in a minute. These are my lovely herbs growing away. I don't quite know what I've got. And then these are my beetroot, lettuce, sweet peppers and cabbage. Cabbage is not doing so great, but this is all trial and error. I've never actually done it this way, but I will explain what the foil is all about. So my first thought is I'm just going to take these. Now this incubator, oh, it's not on, it should be on. This is an incubator. Basically you get little pots like these, and then you get the lids, and if you notice, it's got an air vent on this. You can have it open, mid open, or completely closed. So I had it for the first week, I had them on. And just lightly, if you lightly brush over your seedlings, you make them believe that the wind is blowing. Basically, you trick them. So I'm going to put this incubator on, which that means it is getting the warmth from the bottom, and that's what makes it grow. So let me share with you what this foil is all about. So you take a sheet of foil, and I'm going to put it over these cucumbers, and you crunch it up, and then you use the shinier side to pop around your vegetables, and then that acts as a reflector, so the light bounces from there and then onto your vegetables, stopping the leaning. So that's what we're going to do now, and then I'm going to speak to you back in my potting shed. So back in my potting shed, so we're going to plant some parsnips today. So what I've learned so far is if you keep all your seed packets in a tub and put them in the fridge, they keep for the following year. Now, like I just explained, I made tomatoes yesterday from a tomato. So basically you cut the tomato in half. Now I used organic tomatoes, and you are able to do this. Organic means they haven't used a lot of fertilizer, and they are organic, they just grow as is. So I've been making little seed packets, and on the back it says seed type, dig collected from, and then you've got all the things to fill in, and they're really cool. You don't require any tape or any glue, and it's basically done with just how you fold it. I will pop the link below where I got these from in the description, so you guys can have a shot. So these were my lettuce, and I have got tomatoes in here somewhere. So I've got swede, haven't gone swede yet, beetroot, and these are the parsnips that I want to grow, and I also want to grow some broccoli as well, because we kind of like our veg. These were the tomatoes, and on the back I've written tomatoes because I had them from Sainsbury's, and when I sowed them. So the tomatoes were really small. You basically, I have to show you in a different video, but you cut the tomato in half, and then I did it in quarter, and you basically take all the seeds out and lay them across the kitchen towel, and you just gently brush them until all the juice from the seed that surrounds the seed is completely gone, and you're left with tiny seeds. So those were them. In this, it was an old milk carton. So what I've done is I've made a little seed tray, which I was really happy with myself doing. And so you put all the seeds on the tray, and then you use this side to scoop them back into the little pot to make sure that they don't go anywhere. And then I've also, from the same milk bottle, I've made myself a planter, keeping the lid. So that's what I'm going to do. And the banging, I did tell you that I would explain it. The banging is Chris building my, oh, my scissors is on the floor, building my fence, so I'm able to put my rose plant in the ground. So these will, they're going to hold two, which yeah, I'm really quite chuffed at, and that gives me like a little seed tray then, and I don't really need to think about where I'm planting or how I'm planting them. So first of all, let's get to it. So I'm going to plant some, I think I want to plant definitely some parsnips. I've been meaning to do it for the past couple of days, and then if I've got time, I'm going to do some more of the beetroot, because we do love our beetroot. I have got some nice growing, and I've got broccoli, and I've also ordered myself strawberries, blackberries, a sunflower. I know that's not a seed or a vegetable, but I've also ordered sunflower. So I keep all my soil in a little pot, and I also sieve it out. I'm using multi-purpose compost, and in multi-purpose compost you have like little bark bits. I'm going to doing it at the minute. So you want all those bark bits to disappear basically, So that is what I'm going to do, make it disappear. And I'm going to sieve all this back out so none of the stuff comes back in. You want really nice fluffy compost to work with. So I'm going to take my scoop. Bear with me 2 minutes while I get organised. So multi-purpose compost. I didn't buy it from anywhere special. I actually bought it from Amazon. Now, this is side one. Yep. So I'm going to take this outside, and I have got a sieve somewhere. This is my sieve. And you basically put the compost in the sieve, and then you take, because it's multi-purpose and it's got bits like bark in, or like big clumps of, this has all been sieved out. I shouldn't have had anything in, but it does. You want to take all the bark bits out. So I sieve the compost into my little compost tray, and then I add a little secret ingredient to make sure my compost is nice and moist to plant them wherever I want. So I'm going to go and sieve this, and then I shall be back. Okay, so the secret ingredient that I've even inside my cup of coffee, the secret ingredient to put in your soil is hot water. So what you want is water from the kettle basically, and that will moisten your soil and keep it moist for a good number of weeks. And because seedlings don't need, they need the soil to be moist, but you don't want to be watering them more every single day because you'll overwater them. So how do you do parsnips? So that's what I've done. I've just haven't gone crazy with the water. I've literally just poured so it covers the top, and all I'm using is an old spoon to basically stir in it, and I've sieved the soil as well to make sure there's no bark or bits and pieces that shouldn't be in here. The other thing that I've done is, in this bottle is water, 8 drops of essential oil of peppermint, and I also put in 8 drops of peppermint. I can't think what the other one was. Rosemary. There you go, Chris remembers. 8 drops of rosemary and 8 drops of peppermint. And you basically want it for every I made a bottle up, a spray bottle. Of course I washed this out first, and then I also made a gallon water up, and that keeps, and all you want to do is shake it, and that is supposedly, I don't know whether it's gonna work, the organic way, without using any like loads of fertilizer, to keep the insects off. So we're going to spray the soil before we plant our seed. So I have got, oh, and I have a little bottle as well, so we're going to make another one of those trays. So all I want to do, now you know how to plant. I expect most of you know how to plant. So me doing this isn't anything particularly new. But what I was going to do was talk to you while I do it. So what I thought was to initially, because I'm not getting inspired by my craft, I am doing a little bit of crafting, but nothing I can really show at the minute, because it's all for my mum's birthday on Thursday. And then after that I can video what I've made. But what I thought was to basically talk to you about how the lockdown's been. So how is your lockdown going? Please let me know how your lockdown's going. Please comment below. I am so out of routine, it's unbelievable. I'm forgetting, I know I'm not the best at remembering things the best of time, but I'm literally forgetting what day it is. It's just going, some days are going really, if I'm out of the garden it goes really quick, if I'm indoors it goes really, really slow, and I'm just finding it just completely, my routine's completely out of sorts. But I'm not going to moan, because in my eyes I'm healthy, I'm safe because I'm in my own home, And I know most of people out there are losing loved ones through this virus, and my heart goes out to you. I'm praying for everybody's safety every night. I'm hoping that everybody that I know, their family as well as friends, are kept safe through this virus. So I've tapped that out. I've left a little bit up on the top. I might fill it all the way up actually. I'm going to tap it out to make sure, I got the sniffles, to make sure that I've got everything and it's all tapped out properly. Right, so I've left about that much, as you can see, up from the top. And I have my plantain, that's not what I needed, my parsnips. Where did they go? Please tell me. Oh, there they are. So I have got in my little seed packet, like I said, because I'm making them, I might go and put my jumper on because I am getting a little bit cold. I've got like a seed packet ready to go. So once I'm opening these, that's where I'm going to put them. So I'm going to go and get my jumper on actually because I'm getting a bit nippy, and I'll be back within a second. There you go, jumper's on, all ready to go. So parsnips, yeah. So what it says, and I've just cut the instructions off, it says that I'm not a novice at all. Let's put them back together. Right. A traditional winter vegetable producing medium-sized, ivory-coloured, tasting roots, delicious roasted. Right, outdoor planting, sow seeds. I'm going to sow them in pots to start off with because the seeds deep direct into a sowing bed, 12 inches apart, and keep the soil moist and be careful not to overwater. When large enough to handle, thin to about 6 inches apart. So I'm looking, because I wouldn't be able to plant 2 in there, so I'm probably looking at about 1 in each, and then I'm able to pump them in the ground. I am also going to be doing a no dig, where's my seed tray, a no dig planting pot. I'm looking for my seed tray, so bear with me because I've lost everything. There's my seed tray, nice little seed tray. Yeah, I'm looking to do a no dig garden. What that basically means is that I don't disturb the soil too much. There's less digging. I am going to be putting them into the ground. I've bought wood. I've bought cardboard. Some came this morning just because I ordered something and it came in a big massive box. And I'm going to show you from beginning to end how it becomes my journey, because I am hoping, I've also bought a little greenhouse for myself. I am hoping that I can carry this on through the winter, that it isn't just going to be a one-time thing. I think because I'm really enjoying doing it, and especially, I don't know whether anybody else is at the moment, but I cannot get hold of fresh fruit and veg easily. Every time I'm ordering it from, nice catch, every time I'm ordering it from the supermarket, it seems to be gone within a matter of minutes. So I think this way I'm going to be getting my own. So parsnip seeds are like little seedlings, and as you can see, my little seed tray is working perfectly. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to plant just 1 in there. Actually, can I get away? I don't think I can. I'm going to plant 2 only because I have heard that some seeds don't sprout, and then if there's 2 in there, you should be okay. I think, like I said, I'm not novice. Sow seeds thinly, 1.5 directing and growing bed in rows for 30 centimeters apart. Keep the soil moist. I've put 2 in. I need to put 1 in really, don't I? But then I'm only going to get 1 parsnip. So I'm just going to plant. I'm going to plant 2. I'm going to be courageous. I'm going to just do 2 in one and 1 in another. there's nowhere near. That is about 3 inches, I think. But I can almost separate them as they grow, like I've done the cucumber. Right. So my little seed tray, you can make one of these for embossing powders. You tap everything in this little tube, and I'm just gonna get. Now, yesterday when I did the seed packet, the seeds went absolutely everywhere. So they didn't stay where they were supposed to. So I'm going to pop them straight back in here. Oh, works like a charm, like a charm. And I'm going to fold the parsnips over. I've probably got another one to do another pot, but I just want to see how they go. Now I put two about an inch and a half, and one in another, just because I don't know, like I say, I've never done this before. I don't know how well they're going to grow, or whether, you know, because some seeds don't come up. Okay, so there's the two. I might do another one because I've got soil to do another one. So yeah, lockdown life at the moment is a little different, I should say. It's getting me all out of sorts. But like I say, I'm not gonna moan. I'm just gonna get on with it because I'm healthy, I'm happy, I'm safe, and that's all I could really ask for, really, to be that. Right, probably need to tap another thing. Now I've got a small spoon. I should have done this when I did the first one. And I'm just going to prise the soil apart, and I'm going to pop another seedling in here. Now I wonder, sow seeds 1.5 centimeters. Now these can be sowed. This is broccoli, so let's do broccoli in this one. I've got 6 of these biodegradable pots, so I'm thinking about it. I'm going to plant another parsnip, I think. Plant another parsnip plat, and then I can plant broccoli. Because I'm going to have to do some more soil anyway, because there's none in the pot. None at all. So yeah, I thought I'd take you on my journey of planting everything up. And these apparently can be planted straight into the greenhouse, parsnips. I don't believe that I've got to plant them indoors to bring them on or anything like that, which is really cool because I can put them straight in the greenhouse. Though it is springtime, it's a little bit frosty, so who knows. Now I'm just going to tap the rest. I haven't got much soil at all, so I'm going to go and get some more to plant some more broccoli. So those are my parsnips. So before I go and sift some more soil, I have got out of a milk bottle carton as well, down the floor, and everything. Right, I've got some strips. These are just like, I've just cut them up. This is what was left from the milk carton. And I did see a pen somewhere. Yeah, a Sharpie out here. So, they're called white gem parsnips. So I'm going to put snips. So parsnips have to be in one square, because I'm learning as I go along. So I've planted one, there's 2 in one, and then one in each, because I want to see whether I can plant 2, so I've only done it in 1, because parsnips, like carrots, need room. Parsnip. So those are my parsnips. So what I'm going to do is sift some soil, and then I'm going to plant my broccoli. I probably won't plant that on film, and then show you the end result of everything planted. And like I said, I'm going to spray some of the spray right at the very end. So I'll see you once I've planted all my broccoli. I've got 3 more tubs. I ordered these from Amazon. They're biodegradable, like I say, but you can make your own. I know I saw the lovely Rian, she made her own out of newspapers or papers of some kind, and they were able to biodegrade into the soil, which is a fab idea. Or you can buy them. I came across these before I saw the photo. I was like, oh, I bought them, I could have made them. But hey ho. But I'm believing now these can go in the greenhouse. I don't believe I've got to take them indoors, but if I have got room somewhere on my kitchen windowsill. So I'm going to go and sift some soil, and I've got some broccoli to do, which I'm going to do, and then I want to replant my little plant I got for Christmas, and share with you that. So this will probably be in 2 videos, I expect. So I'm going to go and plant the broccoli, and I'll be back with you once that's planted. So just thought I'd show you before I've done for the day. I've planted 3 broccoli. I put 3 little pods in 1 seed. Mind you, half of the seeds were on the floor because I knocked the seed tray. And then I put parsnips in here, and then I've made a little seed tray out of a milk bottle. I put 2 tubs of parsnip in here, and now there's a bee in here. Brilliant. So I'm going out indoors before anything else attacks me, and I will probably be back with some more videos on what you can make for things from the garden. So I'll see you in my next video. Please stay safe, please stay in touch, and I shall speak to you all very soon. Bye everyone. Bye.